everyone, I'm back again, round 2 here. Actually, who knows, I might break this up into multiple videos. I took this out last night after I got it put together. Shot 4 arrows, very, very poorly because I don't know what I'm doing. And yeah. So I've been looking at some more videos online to see why maybe this didn't perform as great as it should. I don't know if it's 100% my fault or partly how I set it up originally. So what I'm going to do, what I think the culprit is I put this knock in the wrong spot. And it's just a temporary thing that I'm doing here. I don't intend to keep a brass knock on the string. I'm going to tie in some serving material and use that as my knocking point. I really like to feel this finger tab. But being a split finger, I don't think I'm going to use it for my purposes initially. Well, maybe for a little bit. I purchased another one, something that a lot of Barebow folks use. I think it's a Yoast. It's 40 bucks. Not a terrible price. Onto the arrows. Last night I purchased all the other components that I need. Some wave vanes, some inserts, some knock bushings, I think is what they're called. I've never had to use those with my hunting arrows, so I don't know. But since these are 4mm arrows, I guess you need some kind of step down. So once all that gets in here from Lancaster, I will assemble those. So I spent another $107. And it would have been less than that, but I think I was just under the quantity to get free shipping, and of course you gotta get something else extra just so you can get the free shipping, right? That's how they get you. So when that arrives, I'll put the arrows together, and for the time being, I'll keep shooting these old 5mm FMJs that might work just fine temporarily, so I can start working on my form over the next week. I'm guessing that's about how long it'll take for the rest of the year to come in. I found that this came out of the packaging. I think I probably just threw it on the ground earlier. But it does show how to put stuff together. I had a lot of questions yesterday when I was putting the bow together, and I should have just cracked this open because it answered a lot of them, especially with installation. Oh, here's one specifically on knock height. Maybe I'll look at that. So this is telling me to use bow square. I don't have a bow square. So I think what I'm going to do is set up some kind of plumb bob. Set this in my bow press, on top of it at least. Get it even, and then retry. Excuse me. So I'm going to retry putting this knock in the right place. So first things first, I guess I need to string it. Step 1. Alright, let's see what we got here. All right. That's still sketchy to me. So I'm going to try to readjust this knocking point. And to do that, I guess I need to make sure it's level. That looks pretty good. I've just got this propped up, resting. Disregard all the lure making stuff. Maybe that'll be another part of this channel. I don't know yet. So probably no point to make sure it's perfectly level yet until I get a plumb bob on there and figure out where I want this thing to be. Don't ask me what kind of knot I'm putting in here. I'm just tying it stupid. Trying to make it so that it leaves a loop so I don't have to get close to cutting these serving strings. But I don't want it to tighten up on there too bad. Sure, that's enough. So I can move this point. I'm just using a little weight that is for calibrating a little scale that I have. So I imagine not having this flop around is going to be a good idea. And I want this level. Wrong way. Alright. And in here, it says "3/8 to a ½ inch above the center line." So I'm guessing center line is where this just barely rests on the string, not the string, the air rest. Do I have it there already? I was watching a video by this Olympic archer guy, Krasinski. I forget his name. Jake, maybe? Apparently was a big deal a while ago, has a YouTube channel out, and I was watching one of his videos. I think he likes to go with 5/8. So that doesn't seem like it's a bad idea. He probably knows what he's talking about. So I'm not even 3/8 on that. How do I get that off there without hurting anything? Let's see. All right. Oh yeah, might be in business here. Let's make sure you're still level there, friend. All right. Now let me double check. Is that saying center line of my arrow? Center line on bow square. I don't know what that means. I don't have a bow square. So I made adjustments yesterday. I'm going to guess center line on that plunger. Is it called a burger hole for a recurve? I don't know. I call it burger hole on a compound. Let's see. It's pretty close there. So let's call it that. So I know I want to be 5/8, like the Olympian says. I think he won a couple silver medals. That's pretty badass. He's got to know what he's talking about, right? So 5/8 is more than half an inch, right? I bet you having a bow score would make this a lot easier. Maybe that's worth investing in. Once you get it set, I don't imagine you have to fool with it too much. So I'd say right about there, bottom edge of my nocking point is at 5/8. Now, if this advice he gave me is wrong, maybe that's why he didn't win a gold. I'm just kidding. Thank you for your videos, bud. You and I think he's Australian, new sensei. Watch a lot of those videos too, trying to figure out what I'm doing here. So I'm going to pinch this thing back on and see if it has any better results out there in the backyard. So I think that'll be temporary. I don't need this anymore. It's just going to be in the way. Man, I got a mess here. I'm going to clean this up. This whole area is going to get a lot prettier for future videos. So, I'm hesitant to tie in much. I think I'm just going to pinch another. You know what? That might cause problems. My idea is to pinch on another one of these up higher to keep the arrow in place, but I'm worried it's going to pinch the knock. I don't know. How long does it take to tie in some serving anyway? Professionals, maybe a bit longer. Or shorter. I'm not a professional. Not a professional talker, apparently, either. So, temporarily, put a little knock there. Yeah, let's see. Two wraps. Snug it up. John Dudley would be so proud. I don't think I have the best serving material in the world. It does like to come loose on me from time to time when I'm trying to tie it. I don't know if there are any tricks to it or not. I've only been a bow hunter for about 4 years. Alright, come on back. I don't want to pinch it too hard. bunch of these in a row, right? I have watched a lot of John Dudley's videos. He knows what he's talking about, that's for sure. And he seems to do a lot of good stuff for the archery community out there. I'm sure he's not hurting for a whole lot, but doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do, just till it gets thickened up there. Yeah, that's probably good there, and I'll do another one on top. Pinch it in between. A little bit. Yeah, nice and tight. Sure. Let's try one that works. There she is. It's probably going to get cut off in a couple days anyway. Hey, while I'm here, might as well throw these on. Maybe there were directions on there. Getting a little cocky. Locate area on limb for mounting recurve. It should be placed 3 to 4 inches from riser. Thoroughly clean. Wipe and let dry. Okay. I just so happen to have the ability to do that. Now it said 5 minutes. But dry is dry. It doesn't take 5 minutes to dry alcohol. Hopefully I don't eat those words. Three to 4 inches. Right there. How about this one? There we go. Boom. Yeah, I'm looking classy now. Yeah, don't break it on day 2, Greg.